Captain Dedika mentioned I mentioned what for. Namenka said, so change of government magic bia and shadan happens, but Ghana for feeling relief said the menu is because there was this charged atmosphere of intimidation and a hanging around that where a worker, not something go wronger. Won't to me meka. Baby, I will be an car. There is this threat I hang. The likelihood of you being booted out was quite sure. You who amount for being posted to other places as a be all because of the friend is saying very intimidating atmosphere. So I think that alone a relief, because you see, one thing about humans is that freedom is the most important thing. Be a cherish the freedom to do things within a certain frame of your friends a reason from being as a force. So you live in an environment where that particular right to do that particular thing is taken away from you. Your being human, no, to a certain extent is curtailed. So I think and then I'm for that relief. Now it doesn't mean that you will be a coach or bisika and I say way. And I think in that particular light, going back to Parliament. Watching that thing on TV, I felt so embarrassed to the extent Wes and Jimin describe it the way I felt seeing those scenes on TV, especially when we say honourable men. You see, let me start by saying Oko Parliament, there are distinguished individuals, omo abo omo bra animunyam ne nema ewo kwan faswa omo yo omo nema, and I can sit here and mention names. I know a lot of people when it comes to Nema, these are people over the years and they've been able to chart a particular path or inspire to aspire higher. But unfortunately, I think there's certain miscrimes to be doing so. The integrity of Parliament. I'm not Ghana for a C Parliament in a certain light. You see, in recent times, especially the 8th Parliament in Okemu, we have some individuals conducted themselves, behavior, course, so then as a for Ghana, Captain, and leave a certain scar on the conscience of Ghanaians. They see Parliament in a different way.
That's right.
So, but Parliament is seeking to force people to have respect for them. What I'm saying is there is nowhere in the world that makes me force to be a respect you. Now, you some drag Oliver to appear before the committee. The import of it is what disrespected Parliament. I think the Parliament should call Oliver back and apologize to him.
Oh,
because they don't deserve the apology he rendered to them. Captain, this is a house. Our holy a gentleman said what disrespect you to come and apologize a day after that particular thing I heard with TV. So you want extra mile to disgrace and embarrass yourself in the manner that we saw. So another day, the question is that respect now you seek from people, do you think you deserve it? That is why some of us question the prefix honourable, because I think that people should earn it. You don't go to Parliament and on TV, whatever be the misunderstanding, at least you should know, say you have respect for people who are watching you. And say, now go wrong, how you conduct yourself on screens, it should be something that at least a bit may inspire public and I'm a public mumbu. But you forget about the fact that you are on TV and you behave in the manner that you did. The arrogance of it. We all saw the manner Afenyo Markin spoke to your friend is saying the clerk, accusing him of being NDC, just using unprintable words. But this is your house. You speak to your colleague MPs and people who are working in that house in that derogatory, denigrating manner. And then you come back and expect me, to respect you. You can't. That is why I'm saying, Parliament going forward, until so we put in the house together, they have no moral right to call anybody for contempt. Because if there is anybody to be held in contempt, I think the people in there now can a contempt in description. They have no moral right to call anybody for contempt. And I like it when the speaker said and told them point blank. Say, honourable members, we cannot expect the public to respect us when we don't respect ourselves. Because respect is a virtue you practice and you earn. You can't just behave irresponsibly, go to Parliament, speak in a manner that does not engender that particular respect in our panel, and you expect people to respect you. I am expecting that these people will see, they have offended Ghanaians, and they will have that sense of decency to appear before us and apologize to the people of this country. And because Ghana for a need that contempt power, and you know, you think you can just sit on TV, just say anything, hold press conferences and just say anything and get away with it. I think that at this time, you know, the people of this country deserve respect from our so-called parliamentarians, because respect in Ghana for war more to go there and represent our interest. But you turn the whole thing into some kind of a violent atmosphere with charged energy, and these energies are not being invested in anything productive or positive, but rather no, just scaffolds, fighting among yourself, heckling, insulting, denigrating, and looking down on people. Then as a forum, and without you who their course between another prayer and one other, your friends a lady, and side show and or say lady na kasetiano, and this gentleman want the lady to be brought before the privileges committee and to be held in contempt. The question is that reckless, irresponsible behavior or not a lot on prayer and other people displayed in that house, you know, who is going to hold them for contempt? Because I see he who comes into equity must come with a clean hands. Yeah. You can't come with your hands full of guilt and you're expecting somebody to be held responsible. And that's our power now as a parliamentarian. No? That is what you are abusing. Well, you think you have that power and you can just call anybody at all and punish. But one of the way not a time and people about this whole thing. Because, Captain, you tell how I'm a catcher say, if Parliament now the weakest link in our democracy. Because this is a parliament and people will expect to say they have enormous power, the ability to be able to shape policies, guide us in a way. But in several instances, people were being shot, people were being killed, the people of Shah were denied representation for 4 good years, and so nobody in that particular house took upon itself, say, yeah, making sure that this injustice is remedied. The people who were killed, nobody called anybody. IGP, not in a soldier force, shoot 2 amount for them, and so forth. So I know the day, the dignity of parliament, you know, was brought to question because things people were expecting them to use their powers to do, they were not seeing it.
Sure.
It turned out to be confrontation, fighting, and so forth. And the transiting into this 9th parliament, you know, people were expecting, say, they will see certain responsibility from these people. But you go there and behave in the manner that you did. I'm not sure, say, you can force people to respect you because what we see is what informs our thinking and our orientation, and that is what is going to determine how and I think that is the judgment Ghanaians are going to pass. And it is unfortunate, say one of the foundational institutions of our democracy, which is parliament, you know, something like a toy, people can just play around it and just get away with it. And the institution, they need to press on and ensure, say, the core mandate in their man you be focused because now some of the veterans, it was really embarrassing to the extent say Sam George appears before the vetting committee. The whole essence of vetting is to assess whether the person has the capacity to be able to deliver on the mandate being given to the person or not. That is the sole focus. Then you go there. One person in the name of Afenyo Makin will spend 3 solid hours asking relevant trivia questions, and most of them were so childish to the extent that you don't even know the import of the question that he was asking. Playing videos. The guy is a politician. In some original political platforms, so I can as for that is not a platform for you to be questioning why he said those things. Just check whether he can do the job or not, and you have the power to give him a pass or give him no. But these things, you know, you are turning the whole parliamentary vetting committee, you know, into some kind of a revenge theater. Captain, someone and I know now what radio so can we see a young. That is the attitude they've turned the whole thing into.
That's right.
It's a revenge theater, no longer a platform to vet people. That is why one person can spend a staggering 3 solid hours asking irrelevant trivia questions. I know the day, you know, not a draggy process, you know, then eventually it evolved into the kind of scaffold that we saw. I think we deserve some respect. Going forward, the Makachura said, those days, 1998, 2000 politics, you know, at that time, you know, most of the people, you know, were just spectators monitoring the political space. But then the average Ghanaian, you know, is so enlightened about issues of politics to the sense that they are now stakeholders, critically investing their energy, everything in whatever that is happening. So we are MP, and now we are somebody in power, and you think you are dealing with gullible fools who don't know their left from their right. You are mistaken. people are really following. So you need to show your self-respect. Show the people respect, and they will give it back to you. But if you continue this trajectory, showing arrogance, showing power, and showing say, we are here some. We want our presence to be felt because people are calling us micro minority. So we need to do something to say we are mighty minority. I think these are needless. That energy, I think they need to invest it into your fans. The bolder party, the MPP as a political party will come back to life once again. Sabia, people will have confidence in the party, but you don't live in opposition and exhibit this arrogance. When you know, say arrogance is one of the contributory factors about opposition. I go for the opposition now, MPP one not because of bad governance alone though. It was because of arrogance. Arrogance and kasada can't be. But being in opposition, this is the time people are comfortably taking foolish decisions. Now I don't mean let there be in circulation. I see the communications director of MPP say, I'm free TV, media general platform. So, Captain, we are politicians now, we are sensible. We'll go into elections. We'll lose you in such an embarrassing faction. The media should be your friend. You need media platforms to engage, send your message, reconnect to your base. This is no time to be disengaging yourself from platforms. When you know that platform is even bigger than you can ever be, you don't disengage. There are no hostile platforms in the world. Even if the platforms are hostile to you, just go there, channel your message, let it get to your people. That is the whole essence of media. Modern politics, you can't do away with communication. It's key. It's very essential. So this is where I can say institutions are losing the mojo. That respect in the engender trust and confidence in them. So the SAA is to rebuild these things because these are the foundational institutions that anchor your democracy. We lose these institutions, we lose our democracy. But we pretend we are practicing democracy when in reality this is not democracy. People just do anything and get away with it. I think we need to engage the public and say this whole thing, everyone is involved.